Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm super excited to try a new makeup. I've been wanting to try this kind of makeup for a very long time. I've seen it a lot on TikTok, on Instagram, and the girls are doing it so fabulously that I decided to try it myself. I'm not sure I can do it that well, however, I really want to try and see how it works. So we are going to be doing a fairy makeup. I find this kind of makeup super gorgeous, and I did find the exact reference of what I wanted to do. So here it is. I think it looks so beautiful. The highlights, the mix of the colors, I find it super cool. So we will be trying to do that today. And of course, I already done my skincare. I prepped my face. So as always, I don't like a lot going on my face. And also, as I will be going outside today and it's still morning, I wanted to protect my face, so I'll be using tinted SPF. Honestly, I have not seen any review of this one and have been using it for already a few years. I'm not sure if it's sold only here in Spain because I really have not seen anyone talk about this SPF, and it's so great. It does have great ingredients as for solar protection, but it also covers up the blemishes, imperfections. Of course, it's not foundation, it's not going to cover up any kind of like major skin issues. However, it does provide a pretty good coverage. So as I'm going for like more dewy skin, I would say, I will be also using this milk toner. I really like this on my face. After you cleanse your skin, sometimes you feel like it's tight and getting on a drier side. Even though I have combination to oily skin, I do like to use it after washing my face. But also I like to put it on my sponge so I can blend my foundation or my tinted SPF into like this glowy base. But first of all, let me apply my SPF. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just putting it on my sponge and massage it in a little bit, and I just proceed to blend my SPF. I really love how it feels on my face. It's amazing. It was really hard for me to fall asleep yesterday. I just kept on scrolling on Instagram and I came across of the event. I'm not exactly sure what this event was for, but there was a woman doing a speech, and this speech, half of the audience was crying. I think the topic that she was talking about resonates with most of us, and it was about personal goals and dreams and hopes. And you know how some people struggle with having someone close support them. Sometimes even the closest people to you, like your family or your closest friends, maybe your partner, they don't really support you in what you want to do. And I think it's very important at this moment to trust yourself first, because honestly, there is no one else in this world that's gonna be there for you 100% of the time. Always just you. I know it sounds maybe a little bit sad, however, I think it's also quite empowering to feel this confidence in yourself. Of course, we want to feel supported and loved by other people, especially if these are the closest people that we have in our lives. Reality check, it's not always the case. So I think it's very important to just believe in yourself whenever and ever. Okay, I think I'm done with my foundation. It does feel a bit sticky. I will just dry it a little bit so it's better set for the next steps of our makeup. I just want to let you see my skin closer, just to see how this tinted SPF works on my face. It's very beautiful. And even if you need to add more during the day, for example, for reapplication of the SPF, or maybe you need some more coverage, you can easily do it as well, because it also serves you as a makeup and you don't need to put any other foundation on top of it. So I will do a very natural eyebrow, and what I'm doing, as always, I'm taking all of the product from the brush, and I just brush my eyebrows up. this side as well. So yeah, we have our natural eyebrows done. I'm not doing any color on them today, so we can move on with the shadows. So the reference looks very sparkly. I'm not sure I have the same shades of the eyeshadow, however, I think we can figure it out. So as always, I'm opening up my giant eyeshadow palette. So let's see what I can do. We do have like this sparkly pink and this sparkly kind of like a violet shade. The green, as I can see a little bit, I think we have this one. So I'm trying to choose sparkly colors just as she has on the picture. And I will start with our pink base. It's been a while that I wanted to do like a pinkish makeup. There are so many options of pinkish makeup out there that I got like a bit confused with what I wanted. But this kind of fairy makeup looks so cute. Okay, looks very nice. These eyeshadows are so good. Like if you want to use just a little bit, you can, but also you can use a few layers so you have a more defined color. I think I need a little bit more in here. So yeah, as I was talking about this speech that I heard yesterday, I was crying because honestly, it made me think of how much a lot of people doubt themselves, not only because of the opinions of other people, which is also true. Like there are so many people who just judge us. It makes me so sad because most of the time this is literally the reason why people don't do what they want with their lives and they don't believe in themselves. It did happen to me quite a lot, but not because of the opinion of other people, but mostly because I did not believe in myself, and it was holding me back from a lot of the things that I wanted to do in life. And we have to sometimes remind ourselves that this is the only time we are here, and we have to use this time for everything that we want to do, try everything we want to achieve. And this speech reminded me of that and inspired me to talk about it here on the internet. We sometimes have no idea of how much potential we have, and again, it's not always the other people that are stopping us, but ourselves. For example, what happened to me was I've always been like the biggest hater of myself. Like, this is no joke. I've always expected a lot from myself, always did feel this kind of pressure from myself. So I always put very high expectations from myself, even though sometimes I could not handle all the stress. And being some kind of a perfectionist, you are so hard on yourself because you think that if you want to achieve something, it has to be perfect and it has to be now. Usually the perfectionists, they expect so much of themselves that this kind of expectation even stops them from doing what they want, because you start feeling this fear of failure or fear of doing something not good enough, that you're thinking, maybe I just don't do it, when it's the worst thing that you can do in this case, because you haven't even tried, you haven't even started anything. That's how, for example, I became so hard on myself that it held me back for a very long time to do some of the things that I wanted to do. And it makes me sad because I think how many other people are there doing the same exact thing to themselves as I did to myself. So having this kind of expectation is not always a good thing, and it takes you so many steps back and puts you so much further away from your dreams, that at the end of the day you're thinking this is simply not possible, when it's absolutely not true. And with this video, I really want to talk to the people that are doubting themselves. You have to be the biggest fan of yourself to achieve something, and you are the first person who should be inspiring you to do more and more. Also, in case you are afraid of public opinion on whatever you want to do with your life, these people, unless it's a very close person in your life, your partner or someone from your family, these people have no idea who you are. They have no idea what you're thinking. They have no idea what you want from your life. They have no idea what you are capable of. So you just have to show up the way that you are, and most of the times people are just gonna be surprised with how great you are. You don't have to be the best in the field, because honestly, we are all doing whatever we know. No one is perfect. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing, because it's simply not possible. We all come here with absolutely no knowledge of what to do with this life, and we have to figure it out on the way. Yes, you fail, but at the same time you learn so much that you become so strong that you would even not recognize yourself and be so surprised with yourself. And that way you get so proud of yourself, and you gain so much confidence in what you're doing, or just in general, you don't have this fear anymore, because you know that if you try and you fail, nothing happens. No losing in here. If you try and you fail, you don't lose. You gain the knowledge of what to do or what not to do. And this is how people get better in something. So I put more violet color in the outer corner of my eye, so it looks a bit darker and creates this shadow. I really like the green inside. And then down I put a little bit of a blue. I think it looks so cool. Okay, so on the picture she also has a little bit of an eyeliner, but I feel like it's done with the shadow, so I'm gonna do it with the shadow as well. I'm not very good at eyeliners or wings, but I will try to do my best. And I feel like I wanted to make it very slight, so I'm not gonna do like a very dark shade. I really like this one. It's like between silver and brown. I will start like very slightly. It is like sparkly, so I like how it's already looking. Don't mind the mess, we will clean it up after we're all done. And I will just blend it. Okay, I think it looks very nice. So yeah, what I wanted to say with all this speech, it's not always about self-confidence, but trusting yourself that you can handle something, even if it doesn't turn out the exact way that you want it. Even if something goes wrong, it's all gonna be fine. Okay, so what I want to do now is put a lot of highlighter under her brow and here on the bridge. On the nose she looks very highlighted, so I'm just gonna mix a few of like sparkly eyeshadows. I will add here on the cheekbone as well. I think I'm in need like of a very good highlighter. However, for now these eyeshadows are more than enough. I'm being very generous with the highlight today. I think I'm done with the shadow, and I will be proceeding with a little bit of mascara. However, I want to put it mostly on my outer corner. The most important is not to mess up the eyeshadow while putting the mascara. And when I'm moving, I'm not really moving up with my brush. I'm moving mostly to the side, and I don't put any mascara on the inner corner. I want to put a little bit here down as well, moving it to the side. I think this look would be great with fake lashes, however, I don't have any. So yeah, I hope this year a lot of people will make their dreams come true and at least start believing in their potential. Especially if you lived like a very quiet life, trying to, you know, fit in whatever standard that maybe your family wanted to put you in, or maybe the society. I really hope you stop listening to other people or whatever crap your own mind is telling you, because your mind is trying to trick you and trying to keep you safe, because going out there and going outside of your comfort zone is an unknown space. However, we are so much more capable than we think we are, and I really hope that you are doing whatever you want with your life. I hope you're trying new things, even if they're scary, even if you don't know how to do them perfectly. It doesn't matter if they are perfect or not, you just have to do them and you have to enjoy them, because the very first thing that you have to do with your life is to enjoy it. Okay, so I'm done with my eyes. I really like how they turned out. And now I just want to put some blush. I need to wake up my face. And I really want to try to use these pinky eyeshadows for the blush as well, because I need to stick to like highlightery and sparkly colors. So I will just try to mix a few and see if it looks good. Oh, I like it. This palette is so good. I will put some on my forehead as well. And on this side as well. I really like how the highlighter looks. What are we missing? The lips, of course. I have a sparkly lip gloss. However, I still want to overline my lips just a little bit. So for the lip liner, I have MAC in shade Soul. And I will do it very lightly over my lips. Just to give them a little bit of contour. I like this shade a lot because you can blend it for everyday looks, but also you can put like quite a lot and overline your lips for like night looks, and it looks amazing. Okay, so I did it very lightly, and now I have this Kiko Milano in shade 43, and I feel like this shade is so perfect for this look. You will see why now. Look at this sparkle. Honestly, anytime I put this on, I'm amazed at how good this looks. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I don't wear it a lot because honestly I feel like it's not so much of an everyday lip gloss, everyday tone, but on some makeups it does look very good. So for example, for this one, it does balance a quite bright eye. Okay, what I want to do now is of course fix my hair. I already curled it and I just want to brush it through. I think I still want to clip like this because I feel like I need to open up my face, because today's star is of course our makeup, not our hair. And I think we're done. I hope you enjoyed today's look. I really enjoyed making it. I think it turned out pretty good. Again, I think it would look even better with some fake lashes like here in the outer corner. However, I think it still looks very cute and fairy. And again, I really hope that you get the message of this video. Wasting your potential is the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because it means that you never got to be yourself at the fullest. And I want you to remember it at all times, that you are worth all the effort, and don't listen to anyone, especially your own fears. I hope you have a really great day or night wherever you are, and I really hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!